I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is my tarot/oracle reading for Mercedes. Mercedes wants to know if she should do tarot professionally. So she's taken some courses and is all set in the tarot environment as far as a reader is concerned. So she wants to know whether she should be a professional. So from these cards, I'd say yes. I'd say you have the communication here and here that you need. You have some issues in between there as well, and this says definitely go with it and just ride the wave. And also you have some issues here. So let's go over your issues, and then I'll give you just some general advice if you're going to go professional. First off, just general advice. Part one is don't quit your day job or use this, in other words, use this as a supplementary source of income rather than your primary source of income. The problem if you're just starting out is you have no reputation. Therefore, nobody is going to hire you, or they're going to hire somebody with a better reputation or an established reputation. So you're going to start out slow. Therefore, should not be your primary job. However, there's multiple opportunities and places that you can read tarot professionally, including your local psychic fair. I'm sure if you're in Spain, you said they have psychic fairs over there, probably somewhere. Just a place where the psychics meet. You can also busk, where you go out on a street corner and you have a table and you do tarot readings there. There's plenty of places. I've seen plenty of people that do that. I've even seen people that are standing up that read tarot and just take tips or charge or something like that. I actually saw one guy, he had like a bag and he had tarot cards, and he would just pull it out and give you a reading on the spot in your hands, and then you would tip him if you like the reading. So multiple places you can do it. You can also do it on the internet. There's lots of places to do it on the internet, including Keen.com and all that. So overall, there's a lot of places you can do it. You just make yourself available on the internet and then wait for somebody to call, you know, and just multitask doing your daily life. And if somebody calls, then you do a reading for them. And in the case of busking or something like that for tips or for money, before you do the reading, you can just do that on the weekend or do that at night or something like that. Anyway, so after that long-winded 3-minute speech, let's do the reading. So first off, the Four of Swords indicates that you need to actually do some work. It's not going to be something that's going to fall into your lap. If you do go professional tarot reading, you will definitely need to have some work involved with it, and there will be a lot of communication. There'll be a lot of building your reputation, like I said before I started the reading. So be prepared for this to be some work, even though it doesn't seem like it would be a lot of work. Secondly, you need to realize that you need to deliver bad news. It appears that you have an issue delivering bad news. So if somebody does have bad news, if you see somebody having a death, or if you see somebody having some sort of an issues, don't be afraid to tell them. Don't glorify your tarot reading with all good news. People, if you just give them all good news, knows that that's no bueno, especially if they're having a rough life. Most people that come in for a tarot reading are having some sort of an issue. Very rarely do you have someone coming in just kind of, you know, interested in something that's going to happen. Most have issues coming into the reading that you don't know about, that you have to let the cards tell you about. So be wary of all good news. You need to be able to deliver bad news. If you have a problem, or if you see something bad, be aware that you need to deliver it, in addition to all the hard work that you're going to have to do to advertise yourself, get a reputation, get out there, and things like that. Now, you do have a good communication style overall, but it does need to be refined, and that's going to involve making a lot of readings. So get out there and do a lot of readings for people to get practice. So when you do get a reading, you're very familiar with the types of readings that people want. You know the spreads that you like, and such and such. So I'm sure taking a course, they'll have the different spreads to give you. A lot of times you don't have the opportunity to get a spread, so you just have to throw down the cards and kind of wing it. So, which is what I do 90% of the time. Anyway, but it says you do have the communication skills. You need to get those honed. You do have the communication skills available to do that for money. So just be aware that you're going to need to put in a lot of tarot readings before you get good. If you're kind of new at this, people can tell, and if you hesitate, if you have to look up the definition for a card, or if nothing comes to your mind in intuitive reading, then you're going to have to wing it, So if you hesitate, people know, and they're most likely not to tip you as well or come back or anything like that. People come back to the tarot readers that give them a good reading and are very confident in what they're saying and have absolutely no doubts in the truthfulness of what's coming out. So, and lastly, it looks like you will make money. It'll just be a small amount of money at the start. So, I mean, this is kind of pointing out that you're new at this, and just be aware that it's going to be a small amount of money at the start. You're not going to get rich at the beginning, but you will make some money in it. So I think it's a good course of action for you, and I definitely say yes, go ahead and do it, and ride the wave. In other words, let the problems of tarot reading, or let the issues that you're going to encounter doing professional reading, just ride through it. Let it flow through you. Don't get caught up in, okay, somebody cussed you out, or somebody said you're the worst reader ever, or somebody got pissed off at you, or somebody told you you're wrong, or a lot of times somebody will say, oh, give me the name of my uncle's sister's cousin's cat, and if you can't do that, you suck. So, I mean, just be aware that there are people like that, and just ride the wave. Ride through it. Don't let those good people bother you. Just keep going and ride through it. And I think you can also benefit on working on your intuition. A lot of times a tarot school will not teach you about developing your intuition, which includes things like meditation, doing drills with the tarot cards to get familiar and to get comfortable with intuitive reading, even one card. Putting down one card and talking for 10 minutes on it. Just learn to do things like that. And once you do that, and once you have that mastered, and once you can throw down a single card and say blah, and go, okay, this answers your question, here's why it answers your question, and you can talk for 10-20 minutes on this one card, then on somebody's question, then I mean, you have like completely mastered it. And especially if you can do all this, then you're good. So just be aware that it's going to take a little time, it's going to take a little work, but overall say yes, definitely do it.